navigate around the ecosystem in Taylor's. So the strategy for Taylor's orientation is basically twofold. We focus on digitization and humanization. In the digitization aspect, the orientation program is supported by our Taylor's Orientation Portal, acronym TOP, T-O-P. In fact, your child would have access to this portal where the shared services briefings have been made online so that they can review it at their own time, at their own convenience. Next week, when they come to campus, we will focus a lot on humanization, where we have lined up a series of engagement activities that is meaningful, that is able to promote a sense of belongingness and also to build community during their week 1 here. Next week, they will be supported by our fantastic orientation leaders, known as OLs. These are senior students who, throughout their semester break, have also been very busy in curating together with us programs that will help your child to assimilate into their new environment. So all of our orientation leaders look forward to welcome our new students next week. So I'll share some essential features of the Taylor's Orientation Portal. So this is the landing page. Most of our new students would have already have access to this portal. So during their engagement with the Taylor's Orientation Portal, they will have to complete 3 orientation checkpoints. All of our shared services briefings are embedded into this portal. For example, if students would like to know more about the Taylor's Library, they can just click on the card and we will have the librarian explaining the library features. Or for example, if students like to know more about Campus Central, they can click on the card as well. So the videos will be sharing with students each key shared services point. And upon completing viewing of the video, students will be given an attempt to answer quizzes. So by attempting to answer these quizzes, they are able to collect points, and with the points collection, they are able to use it to redeem certain vouchers. We also have a pre-arrival information. For example, some students might be interested to know more about the shuttle bus services, public transport services, parking on campus, how to set up student ID. All of this information will be critical for students to have access to, and they are able to view it at their own convenience. All of our orientation activities are also described in the Taylor's Orientation Portal. For example, the pre-orientation briefing, if they would like to know more about it, they can click on the card and the descriptors will be in the portal. This is a sample of the orientation timetable embedded into the Taylor's Orientation Portal. It can be viewed in timeline, and it is also mobile friendly. So all of the activities can be viewed through the portal. Or if some students wish to download it in PDF format for easier viewing, they can actually download it via PDF format as well, or even in calendar format. We have a redemption page where students will be able to have access to vouchers that will enable them to redeem certain merchandises and prizes. So I'll share with you some activities that are lined up for next week on what our new students can expect. So just to give you a preview, that we have a combination of talks, engagement activities as well, and usually it is engaging and lively. So yesterday we had an online pre-orientation briefing for the students, basically sharing with them what to expect for next week. Should any students were unable to make it yesterday, not to worry. The recording session is already up in our Taylor's Orientation Portal, so they can click the video and view it again. This coming Wednesday on 17th September, we will start off with academic briefing, where new students will be welcomed by their head of schools, program directors, and different academic staff, where they will do the program induction. We will have the Faculty of Innovation and Technology, Faculty of Social Sciences and Leisure Management, starting at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., followed by campus tour. Now, if we have students from Faculty of Business and Law, Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences, they will only start in the afternoon, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., followed by a campus tour. The academic briefing session will be hybrid in the sense that recording will also be made available in the Taylor's Orientation Portal. The following day, which is on a Thursday, our student leaders, ranging from orientation leaders, peer counseling buddies, the student council, and Shine ambassadors will be doing some ice-breaking sessions and engagement activities with all of our new students, followed by team workshops. You might notice that we actually have two orientation party. Students will only need to select one orientation party, which they can attend to either on a Thursday or on a Friday. In Taylor's, all new students will be assigned with what we call the first year learning and mentoring mentor. We call it the Flame Mentor. So on Friday, it will be an online session where students will get to know their academic mentor, who is the Flame Mentor. And the role of the mentor is to help students to transition into their academic setting. So I end my presentation by encouraging all parents that your child will be in good hands next week. All of our colleagues, all of our students look forward in hosting our new students. And the path to success starts with one bold step. We hope that your child will make orientation the beginning of their Taylor story. Thank you, everyone. I wish you all the best. I'll pass the time back to Mr. Dorian.
Thank you, Mr. Ronson. Next, we are proud to introduce you to a very special guest who has graciously agreed to share her experiences as an alumna of Taylor's University. Please join me in welcoming Michelle Lee, Taylor's alumna and past president of Taylor's Lakeside Model United Nations. Thank you so much for being here, Michelle. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Dorian. Before I begin, I would just like to share my screen to show some pictures that I've gathered along the way. All right, so sorry, just give me one moment. All right, is my screen?
Yes, we can see
my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I audible, Mr. Dorian?
Yes, you are.
Okay, all right. I can start anytime, right?
Yes, please do.
Okay. All right, I would like to wish a very good morning to all the parents who are tuning in today. My name is Michelle Lee Shuling, and I am a Taylor's alumni, as introduced by Mr. Dorian very gracefully earlier. And I'm very eager to share about my experience as a student at Taylor's and what my journey at Taylor's has benefited me both personally and academically. My journey at Taylor's began in high school, actually. I studied at Taylor's International School, Kuala Lumpur, and I completed my IGCSEs there. Later on, I continued on with my foundation in business at Taylor's College and pursued a Bachelor's of Law at Taylor's University. And I was very fortunate enough to also have been given the opportunity to transfer abroad to Cardiff University in the UK for my final year. And I just graduated not long ago, about 2 months ago. Now I am back and currently undertaking a year-long course known as the Certificate of Legal Practice, CLP for short, which is an additional qualification required to become a certified lawyer. After my IGCSEs, I actually decided to continue on studying at Taylor's, mainly because Taylor's College did offer me a pretty generous scholarship based on my results. And moreover, I felt that my parents had already seen how much I did enjoy my time back in Taylor's International School, the amount of opportunities that were presented to me, as well as the friends that I've made, and how much I thrived with the curriculum there. And that's also what motivated them to encourage me to stay on and continue on with Taylor's. But over time, I did believe that I still made the right choice because of the friends, the course mates, and the lecturers that I met along the way. This is something that I'll be sharing in the next few minutes. One thing that really stood out for me to go to Taylor's was definitely how vibrant the student community is. With over 80 clubs and societies, this actually spans from sports clubs to recreational clubs and even student-led organizations and bodies. But one of the biggest highlights of my university life was actually joining one of the clubs, which is the Taylor's Lakeside Model United Nations Club. Now, back in high school, I regretted not seizing that opportunity to participate in a Model UN conference. Now, these conferences, they would usually be regarded as something that was really big. It only happened once a year and it was prestigious as well, with students from different states in Malaysia and even some abroad or people from different schools coming all over just to participate in such a conference. Yet, because of the scale of how large such an event was, it instantly just intimidated me, and I felt really nervous and scared that I did not take that leap of faith. Although some of my friends, they all did participate as delegates, to me, it felt really intimidating. But this took a very big turn when I was in university, because what encouraged me to actually join Model UN was not the conferences or how prestigious not just how prestigious it was itself, but definitely the warmth and how passionate the committee members were. I think this really says a lot about the people I met in Taylor's as well. They left me with such a positive impression of the students here because they were really encouraging, motivating, and they all welcomed newcomers like myself when I was just a college student. And even as a complete beginner, I never once ever felt dismissed. And instead, I felt very valued, I felt very trusted, and I felt seen when I was in such a club. And this motivated me to participate in conferences after that. But besides that, joining this club, joining Model UN, it also gave me the chance to rediscover how much I enjoyed debating and public speaking. And it definitely helped enrich my university life here at Taylor's with good memories, friendships, and even a sense of confidence as well. So as you can see, some of the pictures here is actually my memories when I was at Taylor's Lakeside Model UN. This was one of the times where we won an award for our club. This was a photo shoot for our conference, our annual conference, and I'll be sharing a little bit more as I carry on. So moving on, throughout my time in this club, I was able to be nominated as the president, and I also served as the Secretary General of Taylor's Lakeside Model United Nations Conference back in August 2023. Besides that, I was also nominated to represent Taylor's at a 5-day conference at Peking University in Beijing, China. And this picture right here was my friend and I, where we went to Beijing and we met so many people from diverse countries all over the world. And I would say, thanks to Taylor's, I was really blessed to have all these opportunities presented to me. Moreover, throughout my time in Model UN, I also got to talk to renowned members of parliament, for instance, Wong Chen right here. But there were many more as well. Dr. Mahathir, which I was not able to put in a picture right here, but he was also part of the conference last year, and I was able to have a word with him, and I felt that these were very eye-opening experiences for me, especially during my time at Taylor's and my time at Model UN. Now, in Model UN, it also helped me grow as a person, which I think is really important as a student as well. For instance, it helped shape my leadership skills, and this really helped me in my course in law school. I had to lead a team of over 40 members, which taught me how to resolve conflicts, delegate tasks, as well as leading people towards a common goal. Besides that, Model UN taught me good time management skills, which is something a university student definitely has to have. So I had to balance joining conferences internationally as well as my law assignments, and I'm sure my lecturers might know this as well. It meant that I really had to focus and manage my priorities very well. And last but not least, Model UN has taught me to be more adaptable and become a team player. And this really helped me when I interned at a law firm, because I had to not only collaborate with other law interns, I had to collaborate with pupils as well. And this involved drafting submissions together, affidavits, or even participating in court cases. But of course, my growth at Taylor is not just about Model UN, and it was not all about co-curricular activities. I felt that the lecturers and the course mates also played an equally important role here. Now, the lecturers, they were very approachable. They were always willing to help, and they would be very open when it comes to answering any questions any questions that I struggle with during tutorials or in between my lecture breaks. And some lecturers I'm really grateful for. They even went all the way the extra mile just to try and help me understand by having personal consultations with me. I will never forget this, and I'm forever grateful for them. And within law school, I was also fortunate to be part of various societies as well, such as Taylor's Law Society, Taylor's Meeting Society, Taylor's Legal Aid, and Street Law. And some of the pictures here just showcases my memories when I was in law school. Now, these communities just became more than a platform or extracurricular activities. They helped me develop a second family in law school. And through them, I also found course-mates who I truly felt connected with, people who not only shared the same aspiration, right, but those who shared the same struggles and triumphs with me. And one of the pictures here, right above here, was my time when I was in my mooting society. I think this is one of my closest group of friends up till today. Some of them are in the UK now, some of them are here now. So Taylor's has also given us multiple opportunities to connect with each other. And this is also my group of friends when we did our group assignments. This right here is when my friends and we had a mooting module, and this was when we had this assignment where we had to moot against each other. Also, this was one of my highlight moments, and I'll continue mentioning in the upcoming minutes as well. So one memory that really stood out for me and my friends was when I decided to run for a board of director position at Taylor's Law Society. It was right here, actually. And from there, I felt that those days, they were just filled with excitement and adrenaline because we were rushing from lecture hall to lecture hall. We were campaigning in various long meetings. We were brainstorming ideas, and we were even planning events such as our annual law ball and student workshops. And this was really, although it was really an exhausting journey, I felt that it was a journey that up till today I can still never forget because this teamwork and this group of friends really, really made it possible for me to continue on. Moving on, another really cherished memory of mine was this picture right here. We had this assignment for constitutional law, and this assignment was basically to identify an area of law in need of reform, and we had to propose solutions, like for example, drafting amendments, redrafting provisions, or even trying to address the gray areas. And there were booths set up around campus grounds, and we had also legal practitioners and even various other lecturers who were there as well to come and see and support our booths. And I felt that this memory was just something that I could forever put in my head because it just showed how varied skill sets could complement each other. And I had friends who, although we are law students, I felt that it was just not all about textbooks and cases. It was really about creativity. It was about collaboration, and it was just about being with each other and having the joy of studying the law. And I think this really made my memory in law school far more memorable as well. Of course, there were other assignments as well that made it memorable. This was just one of them that really had to put our heads to it. And also, I got to spend my final year of law school in Cardiff. I think that was a really big eye opener as well, because I got the chance to meet a diversity of peers. I got to meet students who studied from all across the world, those who are studying in the UK, those who are studying in Hong Kong, India, China, perhaps, and so many, many more. This just brought in much more fresh perspectives, unique experiences for me, and it also helped me forge lifelong friendships, as well as friendships from halfway across the continent. Perhaps they might be useful one day. And I'm so grateful that I got this chance to graduate as a Taylor's alumni in Cardiff, as well as meet new friends as well. Now, I'm going to be coming towards the end of my sharing session, but I really do hope that this short sharing session of mine has brought some insights to parents who are planning to send their children to Taylor's today. Now, for instance, I felt that the warmth of the students, the support and guidance from lecturers, and the amount of clubs and societies that you can be part of and form lifelong memories here, I think that has been something that I would take away today. And looking back, my journey from Taylor's, it really has been one of opportunity, growth, and support, if I could sum up. From high school to university, I felt that Taylor's really not only just provided me with an education, it actually provided me with a good environment, good mentors, and lifelong friendships that I believe will continue to stay with me for a very long time. And for that, I'm really grateful that I chose Taylor's. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a great day ahead. All right, I'll pass the floor back to you, Mr. Dorian.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for sharing your experiences with us. I'm sure it has assured our parents here that they made the right choice in entrusting their child's higher education journey with Taylor's. Dear parents, I hope you are enjoying the session so far. Gentle reminder to all parents who have just joined us, please feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A box. You can find the Q&A box at the bottom of the Zoom screen. Please include your child's program for academic-related questions, as this will help us provide you with the most accurate information. Be specific about your question by providing sufficient details, but try to keep your questions clear and concise, as short and direct questions get answered faster. And remember to avoid sharing personal details. In addition to our speakers and their team members, the library, academic, security, and career services representatives are also on standby to answer any burning questions you may have about your child's journey in Taylors. Panelists, a gentle reminder to keep checking the Q&A box to ensure you do not miss out on any questions. Also, from this point on, we will be featuring a quick quiz after every speaker, so be sure to pay close attention to their sharing. Moving on. Campus Central is Taylor's one-stop student support hub. Whether students need help with academic or non-academic matters, Campus Central is their go-to destination for assistance. Here to give us an overview of the services provided is Mr. Vinesh Rajan, Assistant Manager of Campus Central. On to you, Mr. Vinesh.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Dorian. Can you give me a second to share my screen? Now, I hope my screen is visible. All right, okay. Thank you, everyone. Now, I just want to make a quick sharing about Campus Central and the student services that we provide. Now, what is Campus Central? Campus Central is a one-stop center for students where we offer academic and non-academic services. So, for example, for academic, we have deferment, change of program, module withdrawal, program withdrawal, and anything up to the range of exam-related matters that they need any assistance on. For non-academic, we provide services such as providing student ID, local rental lost and found, fee payment issues, requests for documents, PTPTN loan, and anything and so forth. Moving on. Now, who is Campus Central and where are we located? So you can find Campus Central in Block A Level 2. We are located at the same place as International Office, Center for Counseling Services, as well as Global Mobility. Getting started with what are the services that we are providing mainly in Campus Central. So for newcomers, what the main thing that they will be looking for is their student ID. So now just a reminder that they need to submit their soft copy of their photo for their student ID through the Taylor's orientation portal. Now, once they have submitted, their student ID will then be ready for collection at Campus Central counter during operating hours. Student handbook is something that is advisable for students to download and check because there are a lot of information that is very useful for students in there. I'll be going on into this more a few slides later. Students can also get a campus map because they will be quite new to the campus. They want to know where their classes are located at. They can get this information from the campus map. You can also get to know about your tuition fee details through student portal, where you can see that there are options such as Flywire, there are Taylor's Pay as well as Zoom Pay made available for students to make their payment. We will go more into fee payment on the next slides as well. Now, for parents, they also have parent portal. In this parent portal, they will get to see things such as fee-related information, students' attendance record, class and exam timetable. So all of these will be made available in the parent portal. And once the orientation week has been over, the parent will be receiving step-by-step guideline on how to register for the parent portal. So in that guideline that you will receive, what you can expect to see is that there will be a link as such where you are required to click on, then you'll be asked to log in. You will choose parent. You will put in your sign-in ID and password, which will also be made available. And once you are in, you will see this main page. In this main page, first part that I would recommend for you to go and check out is you can go and click Taylors and Me. And once you are there, you get to see the fee information. Right. So in this fee information, as shared earlier, you can make if you intend to make payment, you can make payment through options given such as pay with Flywire or Taylor's Pay. Now I just want to let you know that pay with Flywire is for international students. So international students, they will see two options, pay with Flywire as well as Taylor's Pay. Whereby for local students, they will only see Taylor's Pay. Now, apart from that, you can see there's options here that says statement of account as well as payment made. So this statement of account is to show the current statement of account, like how much is the fee to be paid and so on. Payment made is to show how much you have paid, and if you want to check your receipt again, how much the proof of payment is all here. Now, we recommend that in any situation that to make your first priority as to use Taylor's Pay to make fee payment. Why? Is because it is fast, it reflects in real time. It is directly integrated to the student account. It's very convenient because it is made available in parent portal as well as in the student portal, secure through IP88 platform. So the best option I would say is through Taylor's Pay. For international students, they can use Flywire. Now, Flywire is an international body where they promote safe transaction. They don't have any additional cost, and the best part is students get to transfer the fee using their own home currency. So there's no worries about converting the amount. Flywire will do that for you, and they can also track their payment 24/7. Additionally, this is one of the best feature that a student should have, the Taylor's mobile app. So this app is downloadable through the App Store as well as Google Play. Now, why is this very important for a student? Is because they can see all the important things that they need to have in their fingertips. For example, their class timetable, exam timetable, attendance record, their fees, everything will be made available in the mobile app. So they don't have to open their laptop. They don't have to go to the portal. They can view and check all this through their mobile phone. And to do so, they just need to download the app, select that they are a student, I'm a student, and enter the student ID and password. This student ID and password will be sent to them the moment they accept the offer to join as a Taylor student. Now, Campus Central portal. This portal is made available for our students. Students will log into this using their student ID as well as password, the one that is being provided to them the moment they accept the offer. It is advisable that they change the password after their first login. The moment they log into the Campus Central portal, on their right-hand side, what they will see is what we call as announcements. These announcements are very, very important because anything that is happening in the campus, any recent updates, anything that is changing, everything will be put up here in the announcement. And the best part is they can always go and look at history announcements. So they can even see the things that was posted 1 month or 1 year ago. Now, when they scroll down in the portal, they will see all of these options made available for them. So they want to, for example, they want to check the academic calendar, they can do so by clicking on academic calendar, fees and finance, exams and results, or even if they want to check their bus schedule, it's under student support. So everything is being made available here. In Campus Central portal, let's look at the top bar here. We will move one by one. So under my information, if they click on my profile, they will get to see their personal details, their address, their emergency contact number, everything is made available there. They can send a request to update those information. If, for example, they find that they have recently shifted to a new location, they want to update, they can update. They can send a request there. We will update it for them. But for things like mobile number as well as email address, they need to update that through the mobile app. Now, next is self-service request and form. Under the self-service request and form, you will see there are few sections. So the first one is what we call as downloadable form. Downloadable forms here are referring to all the PDF forms. So these PDF forms are something that students will download, they will fill up, and they will submit through a given link. So they are submitting it through online, but they are filling up as a PDF file, then later uploading it through the link given. We also have online requests. This is something that they fill up and submit full online. We have self-service document printing. They can generate their own letter, verification letter, their module of information letter. All of these letters are made available for them to self-generate. Request history is for them to see the history of whatever that they have submitted through the portal. They want to know what is the recent update. They can do so by clicking on request history. Student handbook. This is something that we were sharing earlier. So students are recommended to download the handbook. Why? Because they have all of this information featured in that handbook. The facilities, the student support services, safety and security, graduation information, everything is in this handbook. Now, while students are studying here with us, we highly hope that they can share with us any feedback that they have. It could be something that is a complaint, they are not happy about something, they have a suggestion to improve something, or they just want to share a note of praise about anyone. Now, how do they do that? They go to Campus Central portal, they will click on feedback, and in here, they can choose whether complaint, note of praise or suggestion. They will fill in what is their concern or what is the thing that they want to raise. Then they just click submit. Now, apart from all of those that have been shared, we also have gym and sports complex. Now, our sports complex have futsal, we have basketball, we have tennis, we have more. We also have gym and we have a swimming pool in campus. And we have for eating venues, there are a lot of restaurants in the campus. There are also our very own Taylor's restaurants that we have for fine dining experience for students. And most importantly, for security control room is 24/7, meaning to say student can access, can contact our security at any time, any day. And I would highly recommend that students save the number, the contact number here. It will also be made available for them while they're studying here for any emergency purpose. If anything, they need security help, even if they feel unsafe, feel free to contact this number. Shuttle bus service, we do have a shuttle bus service, which there's a schedule in Campus Central portal, which have all the pickup and drop off points. Student need to make a payment of 1 ringgit 50 cent, Malaysian ringgit, each time they are boarding the bus. Payment is cashless. That means they can use their debit card, can use touch and go. They can also use QR. We have lockers for students to rent, normal size as well as XL lockers, meaning super large lockers. This is to be requested through Campus Central portal. We have surau, the prayer rooms for Muslim students made available in Block B Level 1. We have we have parking facilities. Free parking is Zone H, Zone I, C, D, E, F, and G. Now H and I is for normal class hours, while for 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. onwards, students can use C, D, E, F, and G. If they want to go for paid parking, they can go for the shop small parking, which is RM3 per entry. If they want to take a season pass, that would be 100 ringgit. Our campus is a strictly no smoking campus. We don't allow cigarette smoking or e-cigarettes, but we do have dedicated smoking space such as Zone H and the area behind Block C. So any other time, any other venue, students are strictly prohibited from smoking. So what happens if they still do smoke? First time, they will get a verbal warning. Second time, there will be 100 ringgit penalty. Also, they will get a warning letter. For the third time, there will be a 200 ringgit fine, as well as possible of disciplinary action, which could lead up to suspension. Now, with that, I've come towards the end of my presentation. But before I leave, I just want to share some quick location and contact details. So we are once again in Block A Level 2, the opposite of Taylor's Grand Hall. We are open Monday to Friday except public holidays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And to contact us, student need to contact +603 5629 5000, student as well as parents, of course. Press 4 for student-related matters. And for parents, strictly just for parents, we do provide WhatsApp number. So +6011 5659 4221 is our WhatsApp number for parents only. This is our email address, campuscentral@taylors.edu.my. So if you are not sure of which is the best way to contact us, or really couldn't get hold of us through the phone or anything else, you can always feel free to drop us an email and we will be attending to you. That's all from me, and over to you, Dorian.
Thank you, Mr. Vinesh, for delivering such a comprehensive overview of the services offered by Campus Central. Dear parents, let's see how closely you're following Mr. Vinesh's sharing. A quiz question will be popping up on your Zoom screen. All you have to do is select the option on your screen that you think is the correct answer. Ready? The question is, which of the following is not a feature in the parent portal? Again, which of the following is not a feature in the parent portal? Is it A, make online fee payments, B, submit online feedback, or C, access past and current academic results? Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for selecting your answers. The correct answer is B, submit online feedback. If you would like to submit a feedback, you may email Campus Central at campuscentral@taylors.edu.my. Now, let's move on to our next speaker. U Residence is more than just a place to stay. It is a student living community that promotes safety, independence, and meaningful connections. Please welcome Ms. Shireen Chin Uilian, Director of Student Accommodation from the Resident Community Services Department. Ms. Shireen?
Thank you, Dorian. I will now share my screen. Please give me a moment. All right. I hope everyone can see my screen. Thank you so much. Welcome, parents, to the parents orientation from us to you, Taylor's Universities and Taylor's College. Thank you so much for choosing us and for giving your trust in us. And we would like to share here today the 10 things that the parents can know about Taylor's Residence. So did you know that Taylor's Residence, we have a total of 1,426 beds. On campus, we have about 1,026 beds, and which comprise 72% of the entire total. And off campus, we have about 400 beds as well at the Sunway Waterfront. So this is a picture, artist impression of our standard single and standard twin room as we are ongoing refurbishment to provide a better student experience. But basically, you know, this is how it looks like in terms of the newly refurbished standard single and standard twin room. We're very focused on giving more lights and, you know, a brighter ambience for studying purposes and more warmth, you know, so that, you know, students can stay in comfortably, and of course, a lot of storage spaces. So we have 4 different room types across 7 blocks and 6 levels, which gives us a total of 888 beds. And the remaining number of 132 beds, we have the rooms, which is a formerly converted a hotel into now a hostel, giving another 5 different categories of the rooms that you can see on my screen here across 1 blocks, and also we have 6 levels. Parents, did you know we are actually internationally recognized? So we have won, Taylor's residents ourselves have actually won numerous awards across the year, as you can see on my screen here, with Times Higher Education Awards in 2022 and 2023, and we are actually the only higher education in Malaysia among the 10 international winners. And recently, we are actually proud to announce as well in the current 2025 year that we are also the winner of the Asia Pacific Student Accommodation Association Awards in Excellence in Student Experience. Why student experience? Because we don't just provide a place to stay, but we actually, enrich them and complement their academic journey by a tailored and a customized program, which I will share shortly. So a little bit of information about us still, we are committed to success. Taylor's Residence is actually a purpose-built student accommodation. And as you can see, what I've shared just now, we actually, bagged numerous awards because of our 20 years of experience serving 50 nationalities and over 29,000 residents that we have served across the years. So, as I mentioned just now, we don't just provide a place to stay. We actually help our residents transition from dependent to independent and to then interdependent and finally a leader in their 12-month tenure with us. We don't just provide a place to stay, like I mentioned just now. We actually adapt their living with us through our unique RISE residential living program. So when your child join us, they may be shy. They may have, would like to adapt into their environment, especially staying with us, to help build the community, to build friendships and so on. So this program, if they've joined us, they will be able to go through different phase of living journey and transformation via our residential living program. From, being a conformer, dependent, and at the end of the 12th month, we want to achieve to enable your child to become a leader in the global community. So this is why it's very important for your child to join all our residential living programs so that they are able to get engaged, build friendship, and contribute to the community. I will share more in my next slide how our residential living program looks like. So as you can see, we are the first student accommodation in Malaysia to offer unique residents welfare support. Hence, that's why we won all this award, right? So RISE is actually a name of our residential living program where we focus on relevance, inclusion, support, and engagement throughout these 4 pillars of psychosocial support, focusing on intellectual well-being, physical well-being, emotional well-being, and social well-being. So we cover all these 4 psychosocial support because we understand when they come to stay with us, they are far away from their home. And it's important for us to implement this unique program and unique support to help them integrate better and familiarize with their home away from home. So as you can see, what I meant just now by the 4 psychosocial support pillars, I'm now deep diving into the details. For example, physical well-being. We have actually a 24-hour support. What do we mean by that? Because we have live-in house masters. So these are called the house wardens who actually lived in the same environment as the residents. So anything that the residents need or face, challenges, issues, our live-in house masters are actually there 24/7 to support them. And also, of course, apart from their living apartments or spaces, we also have a lot of learning and common lounges and spaces. And on top of that, to help build their physical well-being, we actually implement, a lot of activities as well, like eat well, sleep well, safety workshops, and so on. So as you can see, we also have a security guard control room at the entrance of our Taylor's residence, which we will provide 24 hours high security measures, including access to their blocks as well. Everything is based on their own individual unique access. So for emotional well-being, we understand that it's very, very important for them to adapt in their home away from home. So that's why we actually tailored a lot of different programs and support to kind of like support their emotional well-being in terms of preventive care, mental health awareness. We also provide counseling and peer support, all our residents buddy, and so on. And also, we provide different kind of stress management workshop as well. So one of our incoming initiative is to introduce a emotional wellness app, whereby in the particular app there will be a lot of tailored program for them to follow, and also if there's any support they need, they can actually contact us via the app as well. And also we have actually an office based there with also our live-in house masters and resident welfare team. So we ensure that your child's emotional well-being are taken care of. The next pillar I'm going to talk about in terms of the social well-being, we of course wanted all our residents to have a inclusive environment and also to feel the sense of belonging and ownership. Hence, that's why we also have a lot of social well-being events and activities to integrate them. And of course, as you can see on my screen, under the social well-being pillar, we also have the service learning project. It's actually our CSR project, where I will bring you on after this to show you more. And also the intellectual well-being pillar, where we complement their academic syllabus and journey by introducing different skill sets and intellectuals or academic support, for example. And also we bring them through leadership skills development, life skills training, and digital literacy, focusing on AI and so on. So these are the value add on top of their what do I call it, academic syllabus. Yeah. So I'm just going to go through very quickly on the physical well-being. Like I mentioned just now, we have a support 24-hour support and safety, purpose-built spaces. We focus a lot on their physical wellness, and we want to create a sense of purposeful living in the residents by engaging them in sustainable practices to create a more green, responsible community, and also to encourage them to practice green living. So these are, as they say, photo speaks 1,000 words. So, these are some of our physical well-being programs that we have run. For example, martial arts session, basic health and safety, fire response drill, and also nature hiking. So there are a lot more, of course. So, but I'm just sharing some of the pictures here. And over the years, we have high satisfaction rate and also high participation rate. So on the emotional well-being pillar, as I mentioned just now, we continue to work to ensure that all our residents in top-notch emotional health by giving them preventive care, a strong support system, like I mentioned just now, in terms of counseling, community engagement. We have programs that build around the emotional well-being pillar, and also, we encourage them to participate in our wellness practices session as well, like stress management, yoga sessions to de-stress and relieve themselves, and also we take care of their overall emotional well-being. So this is again photos of some of our activities in the emotional well-being pillar. We have peer-to-peer support. We have the yoga session, our weekly check-ins by our resident welfare team, and also stress management techniques workshops. And of course, as you can see, the satisfaction rate and the participation rate are high as well. So social well-being, like I mentioned, we have social connection, sense of belonging, where we want to, where we have forum for the voice of residents to be heard. And then we have cultural appreciation as well, to ensure that we integrate students across different culture and to build the kind of respect for each other, the understanding of different customs. These are our photos of the social activities that we have. As you can see, we celebrate festive as well, Deepawali, Chinese New Year, and on top of that, we also celebrate International Day, our Earth Day, Mental Wellness Day, and all those other International Awareness Day. As you can see, Women's Day in one of the picture here, and Of course, our orientation day as well, for the our residents who have joined us, we will also have a orientation to ensure that they are well aware of the residents surrounding, the rules and regulations, and of course, an opportunity for them to make friends in this forum. The intellectual well-being, as I mentioned, complement their academic journey by we teach them learning skills, critical learning, research learning, life skills as well, career readiness, leadership skills, and of course literacy skills, where we focus a lot on using generative AI workshops, to help them to basically to complement and help them to be ready for their exams or research or any paper work they may have. So these are some of the activities, leadership talks we have, cyber safe talk, AI learning. Also we have gamifying workshops, studies, and so on. Of course, proud to announce we have 100% of satisfaction rate as always for our intellectual well-being pillar, because students, they actually appreciate that we do all this for them to complement their academic journey. Yeah, these are just some of the AI-focused activities that we do as part of our program. Yeah, like our reality-based learning, MS Teams for learning and collaboration, future-proofing their education, and so on. So, like I mentioned, the service learning program is actually an award-winning program. As you can see, we have won the recent UPSA award this year, and we have also won the THE Asia Awards 2022 and 2023 for our outstanding support for our students. So this is actually a service learning program that was incepted in 2019, where students come up with the concept to help the menstrual poverty among refugee women. So we have up to date created or the students over the years created 3,300 reusable pads, where we actually send out to distribute to help the underprivileged women to tackle, in terms of their menstrual poverty. So yeah, so as over the years, with this Launchpad service learning program, we actually won numerous awards because of it was recognized as an exceptional effort that the students actually put in to help the underprivileged. Yeah. So we also have a framework for the service learning program that we want to ensure that they don't just contribute to the community on the way of learning to contribute in the entire project development. We teach them how to engage their communication skills. We teach them how to collaborate with the NGOs, and we also teach them how to implement creativity skills in project planning and development. So at the end of the day, we want them to also be able to outreach to the community as part of their critical thinking skills, because we believe that to become a leader in the in the society and the world right now, it's not just 100% about academic, but also to be able to develop the sense of empathy and to be able to contribute to the community, to have that sense of awareness. Yeah. So a little bit of information about our overall satisfaction rate, and also our 95% students are actually satisfied when they stay here, and these are also the survey that we do to engage with the students and to get their live feedback, and they're actually very happy about our service and also facilities that we provide in the Taylor's residence. Yeah, our residents are happy. So we just want to say that 97% of our residents who stay with us actually graduated, and it shows that they stay with us and they achieve positive academic outcomes. Just to show a little bit the before and the after photo, like I mentioned, we emphasize a lot on giving a very welcome and warm and a conducive environment for their home away from home. So as you can see, we upgraded the entire area in terms of the living room, the kitchen, and also the respective units itself. Yeah, to provide a better living experience. So students and residents who stay with us, they actually enjoy value-added benefits in terms of the gym membership, so they can access the gym free on a complimentary basis as long as they are residents. And also, our residents also enjoy, the special perks and the F&B discounts and all the eateries in the shops mall. So these are some of the value-added benefits that our residents have. Yeah, and we are happy and proud to announce that, we are, building up more beds. So we have a new building, as you can see here on the superimposed image. So this is targeted to complete in 2029, where we will have 2,500 more beds to serve the tailors community. So very excited and exciting times ahead. So looking forward to be able to serve more residents in the future. So yeah, I've come to the end of my presentation. So thank you very much, parents, for giving me a chance to brief you more and introduce you to what we do in Taylor's Residence. As I mentioned, we are not just a home away from home, but we actually, as you can see, provide them a lot of interesting program to adapt them and then to ensure that they grow and at the end of the 12 months journey and be able to be a leader in the global community. So thank you very much again for the opportunity. I would like to pass the floor back to Mr. Dorian.
Thank you, Ms. Shireen, for sharing the enriching on-campus living experience at the U Residence. Dear parents, another question will be flashing up on your Zoom screen based on Ms. Shireen's sharing. Please select the option on your screen that you think is the correct answer. Ready? How many psychosocial pillars are there in the RISE residential living program? Again, how many psychosocial pillars are there in the RISE residential living program? Is it A, 3, B, 4, or C, 5? Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for selecting your answers. The correct answer is B. The 4 pillars of our residential living program are physical, emotional, social, and intellectual. Dear parents, your child's health and safety is our priority at Taylor's. Here to brief us on campus health and safety is Ms. Nur Shamimi Izzati Ruslan, Executive from the Environment, Health and Safety Department. Ms. Shamimi?
Okay, thank you, Dorian, for the introductions. Let me share my screen first. Okay, I hope that you can see my screen very clearly. Okay, good morning, parents, and welcome to the e-parents orientations. Today, thank you for tuning in and listening to all the panelists. Okay, I hope that you have, for now, you have a very good time joining us. Okay, my name is Shamimi, and I'll be sharing some of the key information about campus safety to help ensure a safe and healthy environment for your children and even for yourself if you are coming to our campus. Okay, a little bit introduction to EHS. So what is EHS? EHS stands for Environmental Health and Safety. So what is our role? Our role is to ensure a healthy campus environment for all students and staff. And we are also responsible for ensuring a full compliance with regulatory requirements to minimize the risk, prevent accidents that are related to occupational and illnesses, and safeguard the environment. And to reflect our strong commitments to campus safety, we have established our own official EHS policy, which can be accessible and retrieved to parents and also students if you are coming into our campus. And just for information, parents will also share these policies during their orientation or onboarding session. So when you're coming into our campus, there are several safety reminders for everyone in the campus. So for traffic and road safety, if you're dropping off your children or parents especially, please drive slowly, especially when you're approaching near to the pedestrian crossing, as we want to allow the pedestrian or the student to cross safely. As most of the students, they are taking public transport to our campus. And part of our initiative is to install the convex mirror so that the drivers and the pedestrian, they can see clearly if there's any incoming cars or pedestrians. In addition, there are also designated parking spots for visitors with special needs, which located at Block B, and we do have reserved parking lots for staff and students at the basement parking. Now, when it comes to the leg of the campus, it is important to prioritize safety. So parents, if you're coming into a campus, do take note that swimming and diving are strictly prohibited. Okay, as for information, our leg are designed solely for aesthetic purpose. So to enhance the safety, we have installed the guardrails, the chains, signage around the lake area. So this is more on the lake safety rules. Okay, all elevator on our campus are equipped with emergency intercom and bells to be used in the event of emergency, for example, during man trap situation. These intercom are connected directly to our security control room, so you'll be able to speak to them directly if you're in the events of emergency. For added safety, our elevators are inspected annually by the authority, government authority. So kindly be reminded that in case of fire, do not use the elevator. Please use the emergency staircase, and please watch your step while evacuating. Moving on to the fire safety. So we do take fire safety very seriously. In fact, we just had our fire drill last year in November. So this coming year, we are planning to have one also to educate our students and also our TELUS community on how to evacuate our campus safely. So our campus is equipped with various fire safety equipment such as smoke detector, break glass, and others. So parents, if you happen to be in our campus and in the event of fire, so you can break the glass and notify the security immediately if there is any injury or casualty. So I will share the security control room number shortly. And you can evacuate calmly to the nearest designated assembly point. So evacuation. In our campus, we have total of 4 assembly points location that everyone can go during emergency situations. So the first one located over here at the guard house. So students who are taking public transport, they will see this first assembly point. And the second one located at the Zone H visitor car park. And this one also located at the car park, and this one's located after Block E, open staff car park. So do not be worried. Again, let's say if you do not remember where's the location of assembly point, there will be a fire marshal standby to guide you to the assembly point. Okay, medical emergency. So first aid kits are available in the common areas and at the counter services managed by our trained first aider. So these are for minor injuries and to provide temporary care until the professional have arrived. Okay, for beyond of the first aid treatment, okay, usually the secretary will arrange for ambulance on your behalf. So that is the first emergency contact when you're in our campus. And we also have the automated external defibrillator, AEDs, to be placed at the various locations across our campus. And in case of, as I mentioned, in case of a medical emergency, please approach the nearest security personnel immediately, and they will help you to coordinate ambulance support if required. Okay, just for information, we have 3 AEDs, and in fact, we have another one at the sport complex because the sport complex is very far from our building. Okay, our campus security operates 24 hours for the supports. You can contact them at 03-5629-5214, or you can visit them physically at the security control room located at Block B Level 1 for immediate assistance. So this is the main contact if you are in the campus. Okay, let's say if the students are outside of our campus and they are living on their own, so the primary contact number would be Malaysia Emergency Contact Number, which is 999. So this number will direct the user to 5 different agencies depending on their situations. So the operator will ask them what is their condition and what is their emergency. So they will connect them to this agency. And for National Emergency Service, this is a universal emergency number, which is 112. Let's say if the students or parent, if you cannot remember what is the, for international parents especially, if you cannot remember what is the Malaysia emergency number, you can dial 112. So it will be automatically dial 999. So, and this number is actually very helpful if you're traveling around the world and you do not research that country emergency number. So you can just simply dial 112 and it will connect to that country emergency number. So I think that's all for me now. Thank you so much, parents, for your attention. So I will now hand it back to our moderator. Over to you, Dorian.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shamimi, for outlining the health and safety measures in place in Taylors to safeguard your child's well-being. Distinguished guests, please answer this question on campus safety and security. Select the option on your Zoom screen that you think is the correct answer. Which of the following safety equipment can be found on our campus? First aid kit, B, AED or automated external defibrillator, C, fire extinguisher, or D, all of the above. Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. This should be quite easy. Let's see how well you've done. The correct answer is D, all of the above. The campus is fully equipped with first aid kits, AEDs, and fire extinguishers to cater to any emergency. Distinguished guests, we at Taylors care not just for your child's physical health, but also their mental health. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Eng Shana, the head of the Center for Counseling Services and Student Welfare, who will be speaking to you about mental health and wellness services available here at Taylors. Ms. Shana, over to you.
Thank you, Dorian. Let me just share my screen. All right, very good morning to all parents. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope it has been a very informative session to all of you thus far. My name is Shana. I'm the head of Center for Counseling Services and Student Welfare. Today, I'm going to walk through with you over what does Center for Counseling Services offer to our students in relations to mental health support. Firstly, this is our team, and we are the licensed and registered counselor by the Board of Counselors Malaysia. And here are our 4 pillars of services that we provide to our campus community. First is on counseling, where we talk about psychological and mental health perspective. Second is on special needs support. Third is peer counseling buddies program. And finally, we have our mental health awareness events and campaigns. Our aim as a center basically is to assist, guide, and support your child to overcome personal or psychological challenges in order for them to achieve their personal growth. And we also support students to become more self-aware, independent, skillful, and to become a resourceful individual when they face any adverse situation. Here, our focus as a center is on prevention, intervention, and collaboration. Let me elaborate a little bit. What does prevention means? Prevention measure is where our team, we will run and conduct different programs or events, activities, and awareness campaign to share the awareness and knowledge about mental health support, counseling support, as well as any psychological learning and psychoeducation to the students. And from there, it is a very important pathway to prevent any further issues that our students would face. Yeah, intervention related to the counseling support that we can provide, and at times where there is a medical concerns or even mental health concern, we will provide this further support and referral to the nearby hospital or clinics that that we can introduce doctors or psychiatrists to the affected students. And we also have a lot of collaboration with external and internal stakeholders. One of those external collaborators that we have is actually our mental health clinic and the psychiatrists that we work with. So I'm very happy to also inform that there are about 10 clinics right now that we work with, and they collaborate with us in terms of providing psychiatric treatment, diagnosis in a more reasonable treatment fee for all Taylor students. So for our clients, generally they are the students, and at times we do speak to parents and staff. And these pictures is actually our waiting lounge. So feel free to drop by. We're at Block A Level 2. And as for counseling types, they are two. They are individuals or group sessions. As you can see from the pictures, they are different types of rooms for individual and group counseling sessions. And we also offer general consultation, which is a one-off session where student would like to just step in and to ask about simple issues. For example, if there's any academic concern that is one-off, we can also provide an immediate support for that matter. And these are general concerns of our clients so far. If you can see, they are academic, relationships, mental health issues, grief and loss, and sometimes they don't need to wait for a very serious issues in order to talk to us. When they want to talk about self-development, we welcome them to come and talk to us. And we also want to prevent any risk-taking behavior such as self-harm, suicidal attempts, or suicidal thoughts. And some students, they do struggle with procrastinations or even financial issues. Next, I would like to share with you about our special needs support in campus. Yeah. For those of the students who had declared about their special needs condition, we provide assessment. We provide all these sessions to identify the support need of the students. Rest assured that our university is an inclusive place where our students are being included in any forms, provided that we get to know and understand the situation. So there are various forms of disability, impairment, and special need condition that our students may struggle. It can be either permanent or even temporal need. So the categories that we serve so far, they are students who struggle with physical, sensory, mental, and learning disabilities, mental or medical condition, or even underage students. So here, I just want to take this time to encourage your child to declare the special need condition in order to receive positive learning support. And we also have additional services such as our Taylor's mental wellness campaign. We have special needs support events, suicide prevention program, peer counseling buddies, and any other workshops and talks in different semesters. And in upcoming September semester, we actually have a Suicide Prevention Month, which is this month, and our event will be held on the 30th of September, where we theme it as Building Bridge of Hope. So what can what can your child do for online counseling is that your child can actually install any of these applications, Zoom or Microsoft Teams, in order to get connected with us if they choose to have online sessions. So here is the QR code for your child to make a counseling appointment. I would like to give you some time to probably save this QR and just save the link to be shared to your child. Okay, I hope you managed to save the link. And we also have the Instagram account with us. Follow us for more updates if you have Instagram account at ccs.taylors. So we'll be sharing a lot more information and sometimes psychoeducation knowledge to our campus community. And here are the information about how to get to us. Like I said just now, we're located at Block A Level 2. We're just right behind Campus Central counter. And this is our email address, telephone number, and also a WhatsApp hotline that your child can get in touch with us for any appointment making or appointment rescheduling. And our operation hour is from Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, excluding public holiday or weekends. Once again, thank you so much for your attention, and we look forward to receive your child. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dorian.
Thank you, Ms. Ng Shana, for assuring our parents on the mental health and wellness services available at Taylor's. Dear parents, another quick quiz will be appearing on your Zoom screen based on Ms. Shana's sharing. Please select the option on your screen that you think is the correct answer. Ready? The Center for Counseling Services provide the following except, again, the Center for Counseling Services provide the following except A, counseling, B, mental health diagnosis, or C, special needs support. Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for selecting your answers. The correct answer is B, mental health diagnosis. If you need further information, do reach out to the Center for Counseling Services at counselor.lsc@taylors.edu.my. Gentle reminder to all guests and parents, please feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A box. You can find the Q&A box at the bottom of the Zoom screen. Please include your child's program for academic-related questions, as this will help us provide you with the most accurate information. Be specific about your question by providing sufficient details, but try to keep your questions clear and concise, as short and direct questions get answered faster. And remember to avoid sharing personal details. In addition to our speakers and their team members, library, academic, security, and career services representatives are also on standby to answer any burning questions you may have about your child's journey in Taylor's. Panelists, a gentle reminder to keep checking the Q&A box to ensure you do not miss out on any questions. And remember, 6 lucky parents will walk away with 50 ringgit Grab vouchers in our lucky draw. You will be able to sign up for the lucky draw when you submit your feedback to us, so be sure to stay with us until the very end. Taylor's approach to education includes innovative digital learning. The e-Learning Academy ensures our academic delivery stays safe. My apologies. The e-Learning Academy ensures our academic delivery stays effective and engaging by integrating technology into teaching and learning. Please welcome Dr. Mike Chung, Head of the e-Learning Academy, to speak to you on e-learning in action. Dr. Mike?
Thank you, Dorian, and good morning to the parents, and thank you for spending your time on a Saturday morning for this e-parent conference on how you can prepare your child for the Taylor's learning experience. Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen right now. This is the slides. I hope you can see it. Yeah. Hang on. All right.
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. So as has been announced by Mr. Dorian just now, my name is Mike. I'm from the e-Learning Academy, and we are a center that works very closely with all of the lecturers in all of the faculties. Right, today, this morning, I'm going to share with you about the future-proof education at Taylor's University and College. Yeah. At Taylor's, we are redefining higher education by putting your children, the students, at the center and using technology. We're embracing technology in all aspects of teaching and learning to create meaningful, future-ready learning experiences for your child. At Taylor's, innovation isn't just a trend, it's a mindset. In an era shaped by AI, automation, and constant change, we are preparing students not just to get jobs, but to lead with empathy, adaptability, and purpose. Our goal is to equip them for the future, where learning never stops and impact matters more than just mere job titles. We're empowering learning through technology, and our Moodle My Time system is at the core of it. It is accessible 24/7 and centralizes all course content, all learning contents, assignments, feedback, and even communication. Your students, your children can learn anytime, anywhere, whether they're on campus or even halfway across the world if they're traveling for student exchange. What makes the My Times platform powerful? Everything in one place. As you can see on screen right now, the lecture slides, the recorded sessions where they can review the lectures in the type of language that they choose, and even the assignments can be hosted on this one very same platform. Yeah? And as you can see here, it's also powered with an AI learning assistant, which is a 24/7 learning tutor that would answer everything that is powered by AI with regards to the course learning content specifically. It provides real-time feedback, this AI support, that students can actually ask when the lecturer is asleep or the lecturer is away. So it's 24/7. As you can see here, it's a screenshot of what actually happens when the students are using this and conversing with the AI chatbot. These systems that I've shared with you, the My Times, the AI chatbot, they're all mobile friendly. As we know, most of the students now, your children spends most of the time on their devices, so they can learn on the go. They can even submit the assignment and get reminders from the tablet, from the handset device, and of course from the laptop. And all this, we are proposing systems and changes drastically as we keep pace with it to provide secure access, especially when it comes to digital footprint across devices. We're also providing safety measures in terms of data privacy. We are in compliance with GDPR's UK and Malaysian standards here for data privacy. It's not just a tool, it's part of how we create flexible and supportive eco-learning system. Now, speaking of HyFlex, that's the next slide I'm sharing with you here. This is hybrid flexible or HyFlex learning. So what is this really about? We've introduced HyFlex learning, a model that gives students the freedom to choose how they attend classes, whether it's physically or virtually or through recorded sessions. Now, you might be questioning, why does this matter? Well, students can learn on their own terms. And this is what we call as personalized learning. Students these days love that, they need to personalize, they want customized learning content for themselves. Yeah. So this will balance their studies with their health and personal needs. Yeah. It supports different learning styles. Some students learn through reading, some like videos, some likes audio or blog, what you call podcasting, some likes to do. So we complement all these different learning styles and encapsulate it in this offering called HyFlex. Yeah. It is also built for a global mindset. Students can attend classes even when they are abroad. And most importantly, it promotes mental well-being, giving students place and time to thrive without that pressure. This model, incidentally, mirrors what we actually see in the hybrid workplaces here, not only in the future, but happening now as it is, where students work with remote partners, remote clients across the world through hybrid practices. So this builds real-world skills like time management, digital communication, group dynamics. The next one is complemented with AI education that I've briefly shown you earlier. It's about creating a 24/7 learning assistant that would answer questions and explain concepts where students would need help in, especially late at night when they don't have access to their lecturers. It enables personalized learning, recommending resources based on what each student actually need in their tutoring, in their work assignment. AI also support the lecturers, freeing them time so that they can actually attend to more mentoring one-to-one. So it frees the lecturers from things like automated tasks. Through this, we help students gain confidence, stay engaged, and learn how to use AI ethically, preparing them for the AI-driven careers of tomorrow. As we know right now, AI is everywhere. Now, in terms of immersive learning, where we apply technologies known as XR, which is a combination of virtual reality and augmented reality, we have a center called Vortex. Vortex is actually a studio, a cutting-edge studio, where digital learning spaces are offering students access to XR technologies. Students can walk through, for instance, historical sites. They can simulate real-world businesses or science scenarios. They can practice role play. So this allows them to develop digital skills that are critical for this new fifth IR industry situation out there, or work environment. It's not just immersive, it's collaborative, whereby hands-on collaborations with students from different parts of the world, or even faculty members from other different universities who happen to have the same type of technology. They can collaborate using this virtual environment and virtual tools. So it prepares the students to thrive in tech-savvy global workplaces. So we added up all this, what is the future direction then? E-learning, as I mentioned earlier, works very closely with all of the lecturers. The looking ahead is definitely on making learning even more personalized and accessible to each individual student. If we're going to expand the use of AI and XR tools in most of the modules, and also embed purpose-driven education into everything that we do, from the teaching learning right up to the assignments and collaborations with industry. Our vision is to develop graduates who are not only skilled, but also compassionate, courageous, and ready to tackle real-world challenges with heart and innovation. So to conclude, innovation at Taylor's isn't just about adopting new tools, it's about transforming education. So every student, your child, can unlock his or her full potential. Thank you for your time, and rest assured, your child will be in good and capable hands. Thank you. I'll pass it back to Mr. Dorian.
Thank you, Dr. Cho, for shedding light on the e-learning services available on campus. Now, please answer the following quiz. Kindly select the option on your Zoom screen that you think is the correct answer. What is the main goal of Taylor's approach to teaching and learning? A, to make classes fully online. B, to prepare students to thrive with adaptability, empathy, and purpose. Or C, to replace lecturers with AI tools. Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. I hope most of you got this right. The correct answer is B, to prepare students to thrive with adaptability, empathy, and purpose. Now, on to our next speaker. The timetabling department ensures that your child's academic schedule runs smoothly and is tailored to suit the learning experience across different programs. Here to tell us more is Mr. Derek Hugh, Head of Student Timetabling, to walk you through student timetabling. Mr. Derek?
Hi, good morning, Dorian. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me share you the screen. Basically, I would like to provide you a brief introduction about the academic calendar and also the timetable at Taylor's. I will try to make it short and sweet for you, not to make it not too overwhelmed. Okay, this is how the academic calendar looks like. On the left is for the bachelor's degree program, and on the right, this is the academic calendar for the postgraduate program. So in the academic calendar, it lists the important dates. For example, when is the class commence, when is the holiday, and when is the final examination and also reset examination. Basically, there are 3 semesters in a year, in the academic year. This September, we have a long semester for 14 weeks, followed by a 7-week short semester in February, and followed by another long semester in April, before the student progress to the second years. So here you can see when are all the class commences and also exams, so on. So all these dates could be crucial and important for you to plan the travel back home to the home country, or for those students who are staying outstation. All these dates could be important for you to purchase the air ticket or some land transport and so on and so forth. So similar to the postgraduate program, which is slightly complicated than the degree. So all this information, for your information, the student can download it from the student portal. Next, I would like to share with you to give you some brief idea about the timetable. The timetable could be downloaded from the portal and also the mobile apps. This is how it looks like on the day-to-day basis. Whenever a student see a physical venue like this, Block B, ground floor, classroom 10, it shows that this is a physical class. No, some of the classes could be conducted online, where it shows online-based learning. This is how the student can identify whether it is a physical class or it's an online class. On some days where students don't have any class, then it will show in this way when no scheduled classes. There are some public holidays in Malaysia where the timetable would show what public holiday it is. For example, 31st of August is our National Day, so it will show National Days, public holidays. So this is to make the student clear that which are the day, what time, where are the locations, what are the classes they have on a particular day. So hope that this information is useful to you. And that is what I have prepared for you today. Thank you. And back to Dorian.
Thank you, Mr. Derek. Dear parents, are you ready for the quiz question? Mr. Derek, if you can unshare your screen, please. Thank you so much. Dear parents, are you ready for the quiz question? The question is, how is the timetable shared with students? Is it A, posted on the notice board, B, emailed by the lecturer, or C, published in Campus Central portal and Taylor's mobile app? Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for selecting your answers. The correct answer is C, published in Campus Central portal and Taylor's mobile app. Do make sure that your child checks these avenues to view and download their timetable. Dear parents, Taylor's prides itself in providing its students with opportunities to spend a semester in distinguished universities overseas. To learn more, please welcome Ms. Hor Swet Fong, Assistant Manager of the Student Exchange Program, to speak on the services provided by her team. Ms. Swet Fong?
Thank you, Mr. Dorian. Okay, please allow me a moment to share my screen. Good morning, parents. Thank you for joining us this morning. I would like the opportunity that I can share about the Student Exchange Program. I am the coordinator that facilitates the students' participation in the universities abroad. So let me first begin by sharing the concept of the exchange program. It is a collaboration with some universities abroad that allows Taylor students to study at the university without having to pay the university's tuition fee. So the same arrangement is being accorded to the university, whereby their students can study at Taylor's without having to pay Taylor's tuition fee. Therefore, there is a mutual agreement and an exchange of students on a semester basis. Next, I would like to share some key points about the exchange program for you to take away after the session. Okay, firstly, the exchange program is only for 1 semester and is usually carried out in a long semester, either the April semester or the September semester. Students will need to return to Taylor's to continue with the remaining semester. They can't stay on to complete a final year, or they also cannot participate in a final semester. So there is a condition for students to participate in the exchange program. Secondly, the semester at the university could be about 4 to 5 months long. It depends on the semester length at the university. students are expected to follow the semester dates, start date and end date at the university. And usually the program is conducted in the second year. Students will participate in the exchange program in the second long semester of the second year, but application needs to go in much earlier. It will be roughly about a year ahead of time. There will be announcements calling for applications, telling the students when to submit the application. But for some programs at Taylor's, the students will only go for the exchange in their third year. The information is available on the website, which I will share later. Okay. Earlier on, I mentioned that there is no need to pay tuition fees to the partner university, but that doesn't mean that the student don't pay any tuition fee at all. So they are still required to pay the tuition fee to Taylor's as per the normal arrangement. So therefore, if say the total tuition fee for the 3 years is 200,000, there should be not much different from that amount. Give and take, there may be some increment over the years. Then additionally, the student will need to pay for their own living costs, which covers the food, the transportation, and accommodation. The amount that they pay varies from student to student depending on lifestyle and also country. Therefore, we recommend that students check out the recommended living costs or money that they have to put aside from the university's website. They will have most of the information available for students before the students put in their application. There could be some funding available from the partner universities, but it is very, very limited. So far, we only encounter maybe 1 or 2 universities that offer scholarships to students. So if there is any, we will announce it on Campus Central portal. We will call for applications, and students will have to submit an application and attend interview, whereby then the selected candidate will represent Taylor's. When the student participate in the exchange program, they are not confined to taking courses that are related to their program, because the modules offered at Taylor's are definitely going to be very different from the modules offered at the host university. So because of that, we do allow students to take up courses which are different from their Taylor's program. So for example, maybe a psychology student who wishes to take a business program at the host university, they will be able to do so, provided they meet the prerequisites set by the university. And also, they have to get approval from the university before they can enroll in those modules. So the students have this option of just sticking on to whatever they want to do from the program, or they will take something totally different. Okay. If a student were to go to a foreign country that doesn't use English that much, they need not be afraid that they have to learn the language of that country before they go, because they will be allowed to enroll in courses that are taught in English. So we will encourage students to take up a language course while they're there, because that is a great opportunity for them to acquire a new language. Okay, upon completion of this student exchange program, they will receive a partial transcript from the host university. So this partial transcript will record the grades that they have attained for the modules that they have taken over there. If the modules have been given a pass that is equivalent to a grade C, so they will be able to have those credits transferred to their modules at Taylor's, but it has to be free electives or MAP modules only. For those programs that do not have free electives, students will not be able to transfer those credits. And also programs whereby there are majors, double minors or extension, if a student opt to take those complementary studies, they will not be able to earn the credits. Okay, it is only applicable to single award or those with free electives. And do note that even though there is a grade in the transcript, we will not be transferring the grade. We will only transfer the credits. Therefore, there will be no computation of CGPA. So if your child is applying for a PTPTN, then there will be no disbursement of funds for that exchange semester. So there will be, instead of 5-6 disbursement, there will only be 5 disbursement given out upon completion of the program. To date, we have signed up for more than 200 university partners, yeah, and we are having partners in 37 countries. The list is growing. We recommend that you go to our website and check out the list of partners that's available. We have also stated the study area that the students can go to at the partner universities. Okay. To be eligible for this student exchange, there are certain criteria that the student must fulfill. Now, firstly, the university imposed a condition that all students must have finished at least 1 year of their degree program before they join the exchange program. That is why we only recommend students going for the exchange program from the 2nd year onwards. But then for international students, do take note that they cannot defer the semester to participate in an exchange semester. So again, that ties back to the program. If the program does not have free electives, then a student from an international country, unfortunately, cannot participate in the exchange program unless map modules have been conducted. Yeah, that means the credits will go towards those map modules. We will share more with the student when they attend the information session. Okay. Second thing is that the student must not be in the final semester during the exchange semester. And also the student cannot graduate from the program first and then only apply for an exchange semester. Yeah, this is not allowed. Student must be still active in the program when they are there during the semester exchange, as well as when they return to Taylor's. Minimum CGPA is 2.50 at the point when we submit the name to the university. Some universities may expect a higher CGPA, which is like 3.0 and above. So most of universities will have stated this information on their website as well. Yeah. The students must also meet the language requirement, since we have mentioned earlier that the student is enrolled in English taught modules. Therefore, they will need to prove that they have the language proficiency. So students have to provide evidence such as IELTS score, maybe even the SPM, CFR, IGCSE records. Yeah, we will guide the students on what can be submitted to prove the evidence. Lastly, a student that goes for the exchange program is going to face a lot of challenges, especially places are limited at each of the university. So therefore, we cannot be sending 10, 20 students to each of the university. Most likely, if your child chooses that university, she or he could be the only student going there. So we would encourage students to be mentally strong and prepared when they want to go for the student exchange. There is so much to share about the exchange program, which I can't do it in this short session. Therefore, I encourage you to visit the Taylor's University website. Go to this link, whereby we have put up information about the requirements, application procedures, timeline, when to apply. So there's a lot of guidelines, including the partner listing. Please do go to the website to check on the information, or else your child or you can attend the information session that we hold prior to the application period opening. Yeah, so we will have a series of sessions whereby we will guide the students everything A to Z about the student exchange program. So we will make announcement through the Campus Central portal, and we will also send email directly to the students. If you feel that there's a need for you to meet with me, then you can book an appointment to meet me in the office. I will be available on Mondays and Wednesdays for in-person session. Or if it's on other days, I can meet with you online via Teams. Okay, this is the email address to send your appointment request. Okay. Lastly, okay, to end this session, I will just share this quote with you, that this is a life-changing opportunity and only comes once to students. So I will encourage all students go for the exchange. I appreciate you as a parent supports their request to go for the exchange. Thank you. Back to you, Dorian.
Thank you, Ms. Ho. A quiz question will now be popping up on your Zoom screen. Please select the option on your screen that you think is the correct answer. How long is the duration of the student exchange program? Is it A, 2 weeks, B, 4 to 5 months, or C, 12 months? Your 10 seconds starts now. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for selecting your answers. The correct answer is B, 4 to 5 months. The duration of an exchange program is usually determined by the length of a semester. Distinguished guests, thank you for your attention, and we hope the presentations and answers given to your queries have helped to clear some of your doubts and concerns. If you still have any lingering questions, please do not hesitate to drop your questions in the Q&A box. You can find the Q&A box at the bottom of the Zoom screen. Please include your child's program for academic-related questions, as this will help us provide you with the most accurate information. Be specific about your question by providing sufficient details, but try to keep your questions clear and concise, as short and direct questions get answered faster. And remember to avoid sharing personal details. Panelists, a gentle reminder to keep checking the Q&A box to ensure you do not miss out on any questions. To parents of international students, do stay on to get connected with the international office. For parents whom this information is not relevant, we have almost come to the end of parents' orientation. The recording of this session, the Parents Portal Guide, and frequently asked questions will be sent to you by 19th September. Before we let you go, we ask that you help us fill out the post-orientation feedback form so that we can learn and improve ourselves in future sessions. You will also be able to sign up for the long-awaited lucky draw when you submit your feedback. 6 lucky parents will walk away with 50 ringgit in Grab vouchers, so make sure you don't miss out. There are a few ways you can access the feedback form. You can either scan the QR code on your screen, click the link in the Zoom chat, or look out for the link that will appear when you leave this session. If none of these options work for you, don't worry. A link to the feedback form will also be sent to your email after this session. We truly appreciate the feedback. To parents of international students, a gentle reminder to stay on to get connected with the international office. To parents of Malaysian students, if you have more questions, our panelists are still on standby to address them. We will give you a moment to scan the QR code and submit your feedback and submit your questions and answers. Parents of Malaysian students, do feel free to leave this session once you have completed the feedback form. Thank you for your time and attention and for choosing Taylor's to shape your children's future. To parents of international students, thank you for staying on. The International Office is your child's key resource for visa matters, immigration requirements, and transition support for international students. Let us now hear from Mr. Safwan Sabri, Assistant Manager at the International Office, on how you can get connected to the International Office. Mr. Safwan, on to you.
Thank you, Mr. Dorian. First, I would like to welcome all parents to the parent orientation. My name is Muhammad Safwan, and I will represent the International Office here at Taylor's University. Today, I'll be walking you through some key information that is important for both you and your child during their studies here. Our session today will mainly cover 3 important areas: student visa, medical insurance, and also iCard. For students, we handle process such as the eval, student pass endorsement, renewals, transfer endorsement of pass from old passport to new passport, special pass, and cancellations. For dependents, like parents, spouse, or children, we also manage the dependent pass application, renewals, transfer, and cancellations. Dependent pass is only applicable for bachelor's level and above, and only for selected countries. So for the dependent pass, it's not for all the students. If you want to check, you can just refer to the EMJS website. So for the processing time for student pass endorsement, I'm sorry about that. Can you still see the screen, Mr. Dorian?
Yes, we can see your presentation. It says visa processing time.
Hold on, yeah. Okay, for student pass endorsement, EMJS required 45 days upon submission to them. For student pass renewal, usually we will request the student to submit to us 4 months before the expiry date of the student visa. So the first 30 days, we will prepare all the documents and to compile all the documents and to be submitted to EMDS. So the remaining 90 days will be for EMDS to process all the renewal documents. For dependent pass renewal, if the document is insufficient, usually the process will take more than 45 days. So before you submit it to us, please make sure that the document is complete. For transfer of student pass from old passport to new passport, special pass, and cancellation of pass, EMDS will require 30 days for them to process. For me, I think this is the important part to all of the international students. For student pass renewal, EMDS has set a minimum requirement to do the renewal process, and student must obtain attendance above 80% and CGPA above 2.0. If let's say the student did not fulfill the requirement, usually EMDS will not support the application and they will ask the student to return to the home country. For transfer of pass, EMDS will require for student to submit both old and new passport, letter from embassy, and if let's say the old passport is missing, the student might need to provide a police report. For cancellation of pass, for students that have completed the studies, student must provide an air ticket, the receipt of the air ticket, and also a passport. So the air ticket must be in English. Student must have a valid student pass at all times when studying with tailors. Student must fulfill the visa requirement, CGPA above 2.0, and 80% attendance at all times. Otherwise, mandatory withdrawal will be enforced. Student must not overstay in Malaysia. Overstay is a very serious offense in Malaysia that could result in monetary penalty, imprisonment, or both. For international students, they are not allowed to work outside the campus. If let's say they be caught by immigration, that could result in monetary penalty, imprisonment, and will be deported from Malaysia. So for medical insurance, this is the insurance company, the Pacific International Berhad, TPIB. So the package that EMGS provide is Silver EMGS 200, and the amount that have to be paid to EMGS yearly is 468. So it covers for personal accident and hospitalization. It covers for 20,000 for per year, and they also have a deductible 35 ringgit self-paid for students that visit the clinic or hospital. I will explain later in the next slides. So for Platinum Clinic, you may visit the MJS website at visa.educationmalaysia.gov.my to check the list of the panel clinic in Malaysia. And we also have a nearest panel hospital in Taylor's campus, Sunway Medical Center, around 2.4 kilometers. Timetabling Medical Center around 7.3 kilometers, and Columbia Asia Hospital Puchong. Usually, international office will notify student to collect the medical card 1 to 2 months after the completion of student pass endorsement. We will send it via email. So please advise your child to collect the medical card and always keep it with them. So as you can see below, this is a sample of the insurance card. Okay, let me explain on how deductible works. So if let's say there are two examples, one for hospitalization